All right. Welcome back.
We're back
to Queer Cinema Review.
Merry Christmas.
And we're doing the long-awaited Happiest season.
Yes, it's a holiday edition. And
Happiest season.
Directed by Clea DuVall.
Ooh, this can go on our Clea DuVall playlist.
Exactly. I was like, we've already featured movies she's been in and The Intervention, which I don't know that was her directorial debut, but I was actually impressed with it, and so I'm excited for this.
So she's the director and writer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
She co-wrote it with somebody, but the story is by her.
Okay.
So, meaning life experience we're about to see.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, the cast is really cool.
Kristen Stewart and Dan Levy.
Dan Levy, okay. I was like, what is his name, Levy? And we haven't seen it, so that's always exciting.
We wanted to do this last year.
We did.
It just feels like we haven't in a really long time. So I'm so excited to do this one. We're going to try and review the movie a little bit closer.
Yeah, I think they actually want a review because either they're doing like what we do where we will watch a review because we may not have wanted to watch the movie. And if the review is compelling enough, then we will watch the movie.
Right.
And
okay.
Yeah,
So I will do what I've never done before and maybe like take a note or two.
Take a note or two.
Just so I can remember when we're reviewing.
I like that. How studious.
You know, I'm in school. I'm about to finish my bachelor's degree.
Using that critical thinking.
All right, so I'm ready for the Happiest season.
Happiest season.
This movie came out. Did it come out last year?
It did.
We're excited. Thanks for joining us and stay tuned.
We'll be back.
Let's get to it. I definitely thought we watched this movie at first, but I think we just watched someone reviewing the movie.
I definitely, as it went on, I was like, I have not seen this.
I have not seen this movie.
I would remember if I saw this.
But overall, right, that's what a synopsis is. So, this story is a couple, two women.
Harper and Abby.
Thanks.
Just more
Harper.
It's a lot of girls,
Abby
so.
Are, dating and Harper asks Abby to come to Christmas with her family.
Come with me to my parents' house for Christmas.
Oh, really?
I want to wake up with you on Christmas morning. And if that doesn't convince you to love Christmas, I'll never bring it up again. Deal.
I was going to say about how it was a little awkward of the next day. You got a feeling from Harper because her mood changed.
Right.
Very excited about Christmas. Oh, baby, you don't have to come with me.
Well, I want to.
No. I feel like I really put you on the spot last night.
So you're along with it going,
It was
happening?
It was uncomfortable. So very soon into the trip, before they get to the parents' house, basically
the truth comes out.
Okay, there's something that we should talk about before we get to my parents' house.
So who do they think I am?
My roommate.
They don't think it's weird that you're bringing your roommate home for Christmas?
No, because I told them that you had nowhere else to go because your parents are no longer with us.
And the hijinks basically ensue from there. It was a stressful movie. It was just one of those ones where, they're like not supposed to be together.
What an elegant gesture, Ted.
And so, if you like high stress movies with gay people who are in the closet.
Oh, Abby, what are you doing in the closet?
Well, I guess I must have been sleepwalking.
And then at the end, Dan Levy is the best friend who comes in, swoops in, saves the day. That was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Abby!
How are you here?
When are you gonna get this? I have been tracking you.
So pretty much you're getting the vibe that Harper's from this kind of like, just like, a fake facade uppity family where her dad's running for mayor. And so she has two other sisters who are under the same stress of getting their approval. And, so we just kind of see of how this family is so tense and everything. And then they're all gearing up for their annual family dinner that the whole town seems to come to.
Apparently, and all the important people. So, it's, oh my gosh, you did such a good job at explaining that. Okay, well, I think there's nothing left but our opinions, right? That's kind of where this is coming
break it
from.
down, yeah.
So I just wanted to say, first note I made right off the bat from the start of the movie, I wasn't sure if Harper, who's played by Mackenzie Davis, is a bad actress or this girl was just very rude. And very quickly after a couple scenes, I was like, oh, she's just rude.
She's really pressuring Abby to enjoy Christmas. Now, the caveat is we are informed, like, Abby's parents passed away, and so Christmas used to be very special for them.
I'm sorry about all this mess. No, this is so nice. Better than your room at the orphanage.
Yeah.
So she kind of tends to avoid it to not have that heartache. So Harper's like, no, leaning in, come on, you have to do Christmas. So then you would think...
The second she agrees.
You would think as a partner, she would be like, I know this is sensitive for you, but... Because it's seeming like she is setting it up. Like, I'll be with you the whole way. Like, let's start Christmas together.
No.
And so she, like... They, like, trespass onto these people's home so she could give her this, like, aerial look of the town, which is like a block of,
It's
like...
not that impressive.
Yeah.
Well, does this do anything for you? This is beautiful.
It's like
I
kind
was
of
really
sad
sad.
Christmas. Because she's like, if this doesn't change your mind, I don't know what. And I'm like,
I'm like, that's no Candy Cane Lane. I know what Candy Cane Lane is, and it is not that.
no. And it is just a stressful movie. So then, like, Abby ends up falling off the roof and she's hanging. And so we find out that there's, like, a couple just having, like, happy sexual experimentation.
It's adorable. It's a cute.
Who said you could come downstairs? Giddy up.
And then all of a sudden, her whole attitude just changes.
It
and
was
I'm like,
heartbreaking.
I wrote down just why did you invite her?
And I understand how you feel about Christmas because you lost your parents.
No,
And you
I
just don't have...
genuinely want to go. I get to go meet the people that made my favorite person.
Okay. But who's going to look after all those pets?
Moments before, you were not acting like this. And
So it was very confusing. Just kind
she's
of
very
that.
back and forth. So this movie has that sort of there's a lot of stress.
I will say I don't feel that they redeemed Harper enough for me. I understand that she was in the closet, so things that happened in town could be excused, but Harper already was kind of a douche.
What was the friend's name? John? So when he came in and, like, I really appreciated the speech he gives of if Abby had an easier time coming out, she wouldn't really understand Harper's position. And so I did appreciate that. I really did. That was, like, the one, like, lesson in the movie. And it didn't feel too heavy-handed. It was really honest and very real. A lot of gay people experience being kicked out and ostracized from their families. So
the best acting in the movie came in the last, like, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, in the sense of, like, where you really felt the emotion. Because there's such heavy subject matter they're dealing with, but you didn't really feel the emotion. And then that's kind of, like, when he's giving that speech. And then when we see Harper, like, actually, like, cry because, you know.
That's where it all came together. Because it was really uncomfortable. Like, how do you cast that when there's not really good chemistry? I don't know how that happened. But I did appreciate Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
I remember in the review, that's why I thought they were going to get together, because I remember Amanda Costner talking about that.
The leading lady was so unlikable. I ended up not really caring whether this couple made it out alive or not.
And I'm like, oh, this is why they're showing us how bad Harper is, so we don't care.
That's what I mean.
I
like,
literally say that,
Harper
right?
enough.
No, not at all. It's just that thing of, like, she was just, it was so bad. Abby's gonna leave her basically, and then it's just, oh, okay, you said sorry in front of your family. It's just, I don't know. Maybe that just isn't my experience.
The thing is, it wasn't on beat, and so I wasn't having a moment to, like, breathe, and so then all of a sudden we're in the next stressful thing.
I think
and I'm like,
that's what it is this movie is missing beats. So it's just like,
just a bit of
ooh,
reprieve.
so this is what happens, and then this is what happens, and this, it's like, I literally didn't laugh until, basically the end, when Dan Levy came in.
Yes, I'm John, Abby's heterosexual ex-boyfriend, and I've come to get her back.
Harper did everything that, like, you know, hanging out with the ex-boyfriend and just, like, you
Till
know,
2 a.m.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
text me when you get home so I know you're safe.
Just making sure you're okay. Why wouldn't I be? I know, but you knew I was out with my friends. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't know that you were gonna be out till 2 in the morning, so I'm just checking on you. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know I had a curfew.
So it was a very uncomfortable moment.
I feel like if this movie was given 15, 20 more minutes and just given moments to breathe where we can see, oh my god, sorry, I couldn't get past her bangs.
Are the bangs shorter? The bangs!
Like, it was like the worst haircut I've ever seen on an actress. I don't know who approved that haircut, but it was bad. It was a really, really bad. I literally kept thinking, like, that bitch with the fucking bangs. So,
It was like, you are a cosmetologist, so that...
oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. But that aside, I love the mom actress. What's her name?
Mary Steenburgen.
Okay.
Steenburgen. I've always gotten her last name wrong, but it's like
Steenberg.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just Steenberg.
It could be Steenberg, yeah.
Parents did a great job. It's uncomfortable, but if you have siblings, you might understand literally, like,
Which I didn't.
the
So I was like,
intensity. It definitely felt like the siblings were able to have a balance of, like, kind of every family has these dynamics.
yeah.
And
it
I
felt
can't
that way.
say every family, but they did a really good job at creating characters that you can at least find yourself somewhere in them. So it didn't have breathing room, and so that's where it's like, I don't know about editing, the editor's room, how much time they were allowed all these things.
Right.
Because it was, that's what I was gonna say, is it was shot really well.
Yes. Oh,
Gorgeous.
yeah. Director. Yeah,
she's a fantastic director. I get the story. She did the story and the screenplay. Grew up watching rom-coms, like okay, like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That is an uncomfortable movie. But oh my god, it's hilarious through the whole thing. So I just kind of maybe wanted that sort of ending. I wanted her to want more for herself.
That's what was the hard part.
Because she was treated so shitty for the entire fucking movie.
That's
To get to the end and then the girl literally do the minimum
it wasn't
of coming out and then being like, I did it.
What? Literally.
And then it's like, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, like, it wrapped up rather quickly and wrapped up in the rom-com way.
That is such a good point. There needed to be actually, with beats in movies, I know you're supposed to have, like, what you think is the resolution, but then the problem arises. So when we got to that resolution of the girl came out, there was nothing after that. It was just, okay.
No, there should have been, like, one, like... well, I guess the thing is she left. She left and then she had to go find her at the gas station.
Oh, that's
but it wasn't
what they thought was
Yeah.
the extra.
Like, to me,
Okay.
it needed to be a little more. Because, again, I don't feel like Harper was redeemed. Like, the things that she was saying and doing, like, I was just like, oh, man, you are leaving your partner super vulnerable here. Like,
Well, I mean, honestly, I can give it a 1.5
that's
thumbs.
what I was going to give it.
It's a 1.5 thumber, so 3 thumbs for sure.
For
out
sure.
of 4. Yeah, it's worth watching. I will probably watch it again in a few years and be like, oh right, let's watch that one again, and be frustrated through the whole thing again. So I probably won't watch it again. This is no shade.
You just said I will probably watch it again in a couple of years.
That's what I mean. I'm more meaning, like, I'm not like, looking forward to this being on my Christmas list.
I can see us watching it being like, here, like, watch it with somebody and just kind of like, I want to see what their reaction is. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, okay.
I could feel that, like, in the sense of, like, does anyone else feel stress and anxiety that this...
Here, let me show you a movie that was really rough. Is this making you hurt? Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Right.
It's almost over. I'm just kidding. There's an hour and 42 minutes to it.
Yes, so... Three thumbs. It was directed great, acted
Seriously.
moderate. The acting is where it gets a little struggle bus, and just the lack of reprieve between like stressful moments.
The characters needed more redeeming qualities for what she goes through. I'm like, oh, you've had enough trauma. This is actually, I don't think she knows, something she's repressing. And that character, Abby, is not going to deal with this for years. It's going to be 10 years in the future where she's like, you know, that made it really hard for me. And so, but I do have to say, loved Kristen Stewart's hair and clothes pretty much through the whole thing.
Yes.
I think that's our Queer Cinema Review.
Queer Cinema Review for
Our
Happiest
last
season.
one. Our
Of
last
the
one
year.
for the year.
Yeah, 2023. Our, get out of seasonal one, and we meant to do this last year, but, we were moving and stuff, so.
Just getting settled.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Because our videos are getting watched.
Yeah.
And so that's really cool. So, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. We're going to have more coming in 2024, and...
Oh my gosh. Stay tuned for 2024, guys. I think we've been trying to like really come up with a new idea that doesn't abandon Queer Cinema Review. See, obviously, we are upgrading.